Welcome back, everybody. I am Phil, also known as Tulok. With me, as always, is Mango, also known as Corey.
Hello.
And Mason, also known as Mason.
I'm known as Mason.
If you haven't watched it, we already did the first part of Gen 3. We're now picking up with a little Pokemon called Pichu, but they put pluses on its cheeks. Failure.
Whoa.
Corey.
I want to give it a chore. I mean, it is a cute little thing. And I do like that it's kind of paired with MINUN. You know, you got the plus and the minus.
Mason?
I'm probably gonna go chore.
2 chores and a failure will be 4, which will round down to Dookie. PLUSLE. And, of course, we also have Pichu, but with minuses on its cheeks. I can't really rate it anything different than what I've rated PLUSLE. I guess blue and yellow is a slightly better color combination, but it's still a failure for me.
I'll stick with my chore.
I will also stick with chore.
I just don't like that they made 2 Pokemon basically reskins of another Pokemon. I don't like it. Volbeat and Illumise, I like them fine. Basic, I think.
This is where I start detesting some of 3rd gen. I hate both of these. Fail.
Dookie at best.
Well, I think that'll bring it down to a Dookie. And do we basically feel the same way we feel about Volbeat as we do Illumise?
I do.
Well, then I'll put Illumise and Dookie as well. I don't really have that strong of opinions on these. I like them better. There's a ROM hack that makes them bug electric, or it makes Volbeat bug electric, and I like that. But yeah, Roselia. This is a sauce. This is a good grass type Pokemon.
Oh boy, sauce.
Yes.
Yeah, it's got very like Disney Be Our Guest Lumiere energy, I feel like. I think it's a saucy Pokemon.
It's got my awesome vote, that's for sure.
I'd put it at basic.
Oh. J'accuse. Well, I'll put Roselia at awesome. Roselia. Gulpin. This is the stomach Pokemon. It is a stomach, and it eats things. Dookie.
Yeah.
It does have Rick and Morty lips. But its hand also looks exactly like its lips do, which kind of makes me think that it's more lips.
Oh no.
And I mean, honestly, we don't even know for sure if that's not just 2 noses stacked on top of each other.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a Dookie for me.
Dookie for me, also.
I'd say chore.
Well, that'll put it at Dookie. Because that's what comes out of your stomach. Just kidding, it comes out of further down. Swallow. The mustache saves it a little bit for me. I'll bump it up to a chore.
Yeah, chore.
Just like with Cascoon and how purple made it better, I'll bring it to basic.
Well, that'll still just bring it to chore, but I appreciate that. It also gets like the little card pattern, like the little diamonds on its tummy. They did more than draw a circle and give it lips. Speaking of circles with lips, Carvanha. Doesn't have lips. It just has teeth. I like Carvanha. I think it's fine. I think it's a basic.
Yeah, like they took like this thing is just supposed to look like it's got tons of animosity and like aggression, and they pulled it off well. I give this thing an awesome.
I'd also go awesome.
Awesome. I will point out it kind of sucks in Gen 3 because Dark and Water moves were special attacks. And like the whole point of Carvanha and Sharpedo is that they have crazy high attack and crazy high speed, but they can't take a hit. But like in Gen 3, Carvanha can kind of do nothing with that. Which is sad. But Sharpedo, hey, this is a shark. Is this still the only shark Pokemon?
Garchomp, maybe.
Oh, Garchomp. Oh, I like Garchomp a lot. But I also like Sharpedo a lot because sharks are cool. Okay? Sharks are cool. I'm going to say that it's the bully of the sea. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, this one actually kind of goes down to basic for me. I'd give its Mega an even worse score because that just kind of looks messy.
Yeah, I think it's Mega is kind of ugly.
But with, not letting the Mega hurt its score, I'll say basic.
I like it. I would definitely go awesome as my score.
Bringing Sharpedo up to the awesome. With its lower form Carvanha. Wailmer! I've never liked Wailmer or Wailord. I think these are dookie.
Yeah.
Really?
Honestly,
Yeah.
with Wailmer, I'd even be I'm gonna go fail on Wailmer because I could see it being just Wailord as like a gimmick. Hey, that thing doesn't evolve, but it's huge in the wild.
Where do you want to put it, Mason?
I was gonna say sauce. I love it.
Oh, we have a sauce and a failure? And I said dookie, so that's gonna be, that'll balance it to chore.
I love how happy he is.
Wailmer got saved from the failmer. But Wailord is a failure for me.
Dookie for me.
I'd say awesome. I like it.
Okay, awesome, dookie, failure. Oh, that'll put it at chore too. Wailord. It's just big.
Yeah.
Numel, I don't like Numel, but I really like Camerupt. I feel like Camerupt solves the issue of like creating what Numel was supposed to be. So for Numel, I'll say chore. Corey?
I like this little guy. I'll go basic.
I'm also going chore.
And that'll put it down to chore. But the chore, for me, is worth it for a very saucy boy named Camerupt. Because Camerupt has the sauce. And Mega Camerupt is fine. It really looks more like a cow. But
Yeah, the one thing that like missed opportunity with Camerupt, like Mega Camerupt, if it goes from Numel to Camerupt to getting like 2 humps on the back, then why wouldn't the Mega have 2 volcanoes?
I like that they consolidate into one volcano. I just don't like Mega Camerupt's face.
Oh god, they even put an M on it for Mega.
Are you sure it's not W for Wumbo? But I think Camerupt has the sauce.
Yeah, this thing stays at a basic for me.
I'm going awesome.
The balance must be maintained. Camerupt is awesome. Torkoal,
Yeah, more
one
like
of my least
Chorkle.
favorite turtles. One of my least favorite turtles. I think it's a dookie. Corey?
Chorkle.
Chorkle. Oh, the puns. Mason.
Call me Anakin Skywalker because I'm keeping the balance at basic.
Torkoal. More like Chorkle. But also Torkoal. Let me type that right and not type in Chorkle. Even though I've said it out loud so many times. Spoink. What an enigma.
Yeah, I don't know where to
I
put
don't know if I
this.
want to give it sauce or failure.
I love Spoink.
I love its lore that, like, if it stops bouncing, it will die.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, its dex description is it bounces constantly, using its tail like a spring. The shock of bouncing keeps its heart beating.
Jesus.
So, sauce. Because if we don't give it sauce and it stops bouncing, it will die.
Oh my god. I'm so nervous. Like, that gives me secondhand anxiety for some reason. Like, I'm stressed out that it's not going to keep bouncing.
Does that dock its score for you?
Oh, I don't know where to put this thing. I think I'll go awesome.
Mason?
I'm all about the sauce.
Yeah, the Spoink sauce. We don't have that many sauces. And now we go to Grumpig. I know that I don't like this nearly as much as I like Spoink. This is a chore. Corey?
Yeah, I don't know why they couldn't have just... Yeah, I don't know. Something about this just, especially coming from Spoink, it's weird for me. I kind of want to give it a dookie.
I'm going basic, personally.
Per the balance. Grumpig, more like it's a chore. Spinda, drunk panda Pokemon. I will...
Are you still recording?
Yes.
Sorry.
Spinda, the drunk panda Pokemon, I'm gonna say, is a chore.
I love Spinda. I want to give Spinda the sauce.
I know you love Spinda. Your icon in Discord right now is a Spinda, and I felt bad, but I have to be true to my heart.
I like that their spot pattern is unique to everyone, or at least according to the dex entry.
That is true.
In the
That
game,
is pretty cool.
I googled it. There's about 4.2 billion Spinda patterns.
I'm sorry, wait, what?
There's 4.2 billion Spinda patterns.
Holy crap. That is really cool. Okay, well, sticking with my sauce. I also like that it just spins until it's dizzy, and then it just keeps spinning. Have you ever just stopped in the middle of the day and gone, you know what, I'm going to spin till I'm dizzy?
I have vertigo, so I'm constantly doing that.
Oh.
How does that impact your score on it, Mason?
I can relate to it, but I'm going to go basic. Also, I think it's fun that it's a stat total. I think it's 360, which is also spinning.
Oh, that's
Oh.
great.
But that also
That's
means it's
hilarious.
got garbage stats.
Yes. Spinda gets put into basic. Trapinch. I don't know if I like or I hate this thing. Everyone else go first. I need to think.
I will say this line I think is cool, but it's an upward ramp for me. Like, this I think is the worst of the line, and I'm still gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with basic.
I'm also thinking basic. And to bring in the feet watch, this one just doesn't have feet, and I don't like that.
All right, so we've got two. I'll say basic. I'll agree on basic. We'll get a unanimous consensus on Trapinch for basic. I do like that its attack stat is so freaking high for a baby because it's 100 base attack. Now Vibrava, Corey, you said it goes up. I think Vibrava's, it's the chore to get to where you're going. I think it's a chore.
I'm going with awesome. I think it's like double set of green diamond wings are really cool. I don't know. Its design appeals to me. I'm going awesome.
And I think it stays in the basic category.
Not to mention, I mean, look at that thing getting a dragon typing. Heck yes.
Vibrava, maintaining the balance of basic. But Flygon, this is a saucy dragon.
Oh, yes, it is.
Big sauce.
Big sauce. Do we want to discuss zestiness for Flygon?
Well, yeah, I'd be willing to give it zest. I think I do like it more than Ludicolo.
Mason?
I'm staying in the sauce, personally. I don't think I can beat it with Ludicolo.
Well, guess what? I think I can.
Oh!
Flygon. I was just waiting. I was like, I wanna have the dramatic moment. Ludicolo.
Goodbye.
Down to sauce. And Flygon. Enter the zest. Cacnea. I like Cacnea and Cacturne. I think Cacturne's better for me, so I'll say that this is awesome.
I agree with this being awesome.
Mm-hmm. Awesome as well.
Because cactuses are cool. And then Cacturne, I'll give the sauce to.
I'm going down to chore on this one. Yeah, like his face, head, hat area is super cool. The rest of it is just boring.
I could understand that, but I'd keep it up at awesome. I like
Where
it.
would you put it?
Awesome.
Awesome. So that's sauce, awesome, and chore, which will balance it to awesome. Cacturne. Cacturne. Swablu. Swablu has an ugly face. And it hurts it a lot. So I'm saying basic.
I agree with basic, but mostly because there just isn't a lot about it that I dislike or like. I feel kind of indifferent.
I am also indifferent in keeping it in basic.
Swablu. The basic Pokemon. Swab-LASIK. For when they do LASIK with cotton swabs. Now, Altaria, that is a saucy Pokemon. I think. This, like, happy cloud dragon Altaria, so cute, so elegant. And also kind of, like, got that fierce energy, I think. I think it's a sauce.
Sticks at... Well, I'll give it an awesome for its mega form.
Its mega form is great.
But, yeah, normal and I think basic. But I'll lock into awesome because of the mega form.
I'm also going with awesome.
Altaria. Awesome. It also levels up in the fastest level up group. It's erratic. So, it's a very fast grind. Zangoose. I love the Zangoose SEVIPER lore. I think it's great. I think this is a saucy Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh, should I talk about the Zangoose SEVIPER lore?
Yeah, please.
It's like a snake and a mongoose thing, and Zangoose has immunity as its ability, which means that it can't be poisoned.
Oh.
Sorry, sneezing.
Bless you.
Bless
Anyway,
you.
And then SEVIPER is obviously is a poison type. So I think it's sus.
I'd agree, like, because I do kind of like the Zangoose and SEVIPER getting paired together. I think I'd give them both awesome.
I'm also gonna go with awesome, I think. Although I think to add on to the lore, I think isn't its hidden ability guts, which makes it even stronger when it's poisoned?
I believe so.
Which I think
Toxic boost
toxic, which
is
is
what it is.
cool. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah. So like some are born to be immune to it, and some are born to like get powered by it. It's a very fun Pokemon. So we'll put it in the awesome Zangoose. And what's good for the Zangoose is also good for the Seviper. Seviper's next is what I'm trying to say. I don't like it as much as Zangoose. I think it's kind of a basic. It's a pretty standard snake.
I think it's awesome. It's more interesting than Ekans, and I'd say it kind of is on Arbok level.
I just want it to have Dark type.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that would
I
be
wonder
cool.
why they didn't go with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it with awesome as Zangoose.
Seviper, staying awesome. Lunatone, I don't like Lunatone or Solrock. They're ugly. I don't think they're useful, really. I think Rock Psychic is a cool type combo, but failure.
Yeah, Dookie.
I'll also go Dookie.
I will get you guys to get another failure. Hey, guess what? I feel the same way about Solrock. I think it's also a failure.
Yeah.
And it's
Dookie.
also not a fire type.
I will go Dookie.
Duke. I will get... We will tear apart 3rd gen if it is the last thing I do.
Well, this is interesting because you can like then categorically go through and see like where each gen averages.
If we truly wanted to do that, we shouldn't switch our guests, but eventually we'll try and get both guests on at the same time, so it'll
True.
be fine. Barboach. I don't know, but I don't like it. I think it's a Dookie. Corey?
I do like it. I do want to give it a basic, but I think I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'll go basic. Yeah.
I'll also say basic.
Oh, you gotta bring it up to a basic.
I like that it's got Wario's mustache on its side.
It does. But why does it have a side mustache? You want to talk glorious mustaches? What about Whiskash, which I think is a sauce Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
I like Whiskash.
Yeah, sauce. I don't like the little nodules on its lips, but everything else solid.
Yes, for sure. I think, I like that it's got a W for Wumbo. I like how happy it looks. I think it's the best looking ground water combo. Yeah. Corphish, not so much. Corphish looks like you caught him, like, smelling your laundry. I think he's a dookie. He's like, we can't be roommates anymore, can we? That's Corphish's face. I think it's a dookie.
Yeah, I'm on board with the Dookie.
I love Corphish. It looks like a Muppet. It's a friend.
It's a friend who was sniffing your laundry, Mason.
You know, we all have our things, and who am I to shame? I'm gonna go awesome.
So we've got an awesome and a double dookie, 2 dukes and an awesome. We'll put it at a chore. Corphish. CRAWDAUNT. It's a chore. I don't hate it.
It's got this like it gives me the impression that there's something inside the shell that has just got like this creepy or aggro expression on its face, and then the shell just has like that smile painted on.
It's got like kind of a mech vibe. That like someone's controlling it from inside.
There's a theory that it like evolved alongside Sharpedo, because if it were underwater where it's all dark and everything turns blue, it would look like a Sharpedo to like scare off predators.
Oh.
Because you got that mouth shape where like Sharpedo's mouth and the star right on the star on Sharpedo.
Okay.
I still think it's a chore.
Yeah, I'm on chore.
I
like it. It's awesome.
That'll bring it up to basic. CRAWDAUNT. Or wait. Yes, it will. Yes? Yes. Yes. I can do math. Ball toy. It's not a ball. Failure. They messed up.
Yeah. I'm done with that.
I love ball toy.
Ugh! I want a failure!
Though you make a good point about its name not really making a whole lot of sense. The Pokemon itself, boy howdy am I about it. I think I honestly would give ball toy an awesome.
Awesome. So we've got an awesome and 2 failures. That'll be 12. Yeah, it'll bring it to chore. Ball toy. Now CLAYDOL I like better. CLAYDOL I think I'll say chore 4.
Yeah. Though a lot about it changes as far as how I feel about it. It actually doesn't go off of awesome for me.
Mason?
I don't like the face at all. I think it's a cool Pokemon, and Psychic is my favorite type. But the face just really kind of ruins it for me. So I'd have to bring it down to chore.
So that'll put it... I think that'll put it at chore. No, that'll put it at basic. CLAYDOL. The chore Pokemon. LILEEP. I really hate the fossils this generation too. I think the fossils are bad.
Now, this is the first time they added fossils since Gen 1, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This was their first attempt, and boy, howdy. Was it a failure, I think?
Man, you are super against Gen 3.
I don't like Gen 3. Gen 3's got so many Pokemon that I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like this.
Yeah, LILEEP for me is a basic.
Oh my god. Mason!
I'm also going to have to go basic. I don't like the petals. They are, again, uncomfortable.
They look like dicks.
Yeah, that's what they are.
It looks like a bouquet of dicks.
Look at it as like a chalice filled with shrimp sauce, and those are all just shrimps like over the edge into the sauce.
Whatever. 2 basics and a failure. That'll be 3 plus 3 plus 6, which will put it at a chore. LILEEP. And yeah, I think we started the last video with me being like, I fully don't really like 3rd gen. CRADILY, I like CRADILY after I found out that its eyes aren't the yellow circles above its like mouth thing. Like its eye is the yellow dot inside its like weird black Sonic eye thing. I still think it's only a chore. Corey?
It stays at basic for me.
I think CRADILY is awesome. I love it.
The balance must be maintained. CRADILY in the basic tier. Up next, Anorith. To me, this is an uglier Nincada, and I wanted to say Nincada was Dookie. So guess what, Anorith? Failure.
This is ugly to you? Look at those eyes.
Yeah, why are they stalks coming out of the side? Also, it kind of it all of these have like fake eyes, and by this point, I'm sick of the fake eyes.
I go basic on Anorith.
Mason.
It looks like something a very talented, like, 11-year-old made in Spore. And I'm going to have to put it at Dookie, because it's not that great.
So
It does
failure,
look like a
a
Spore
Dookie,
thing.
and a failure, Dookie, and awesome, was it?
Mm-hmm.
I went basic.
Failure, Dookie.
Or maybe I did go awesome. I go basic on it.
Basic, okay. That's a chore. Armaldo. Dookie. Again, I hate its eyes. I hate its eyes so much. Corey.
Oh, this one's an awesome for me. It does go up.
I can give it a basic.
Dookie, awesome, basic. Okay, that's a basic. I feel like y'all are being very generous to 3rd gen.
I like 3rd gen.
Phoebus. Phoebus is the chore of Magikarp, but even more of a chore, and it's so damn hard to catch, and it's so damn hard to evolve. Failure.
Phil, you might finally get your failure, because I agree.
Thank God.
I like it.
God damn it, Mason.
It's basic at the very worst for me.
At the very worst?
Yeah.
The lowest you'll go is basic.
Yeah, I like it.
That will put it at a Dookie at least. Phoebus. Now, hey, everyone's like, oh, Phil hates 3rd gen. He hates it so much. Milotic is sauce. Milotic, it's the ugly duckling Pokemon. It's very cool. It's very elegant. To me, it's cooler looking Dragonair. It's like Mermaid Dragonair. That's a saucy Pokemon.
Yeah, you make a good point about the Mermaid Dragonair. Honestly, I was going to go awesome, but you convinced me to go to sauce.
Hey!
And
I just got to make more convincing failure arguments.
I was always in the sauce camp on this one.
I think since we just barely got Corey in here, we probably shouldn't have the zesty discussion.
Yeah, I wouldn't give it zesty.
But I think it could be eligible for a zest.
Our zest currently is still Flagon, right?
Yeah. I don't think it should go above Flagon though. CASTFORM. They were like, "Hey, weather." And it's like, "Okay, but you introduced it last time." And they're like, "Okay, well yeah, but weather, but it has balls on its chin." And its stats aren't good, and its moves aren't good, and it isn't good, and we're giving it to you like it's an Eevee, so Phil thought it would evolve into something cool, and then it never did. Failure.
Yes.
No.
God!
Its design is supposed to be a hydrogen, or it's a hydrogen and 2 oxygen. It's an H2O molecule. And I like that a lot.
So
Then why does
isn't
it turn
water
into the
type?
sun?
What?
Why does it turn into the sun? Why isn't it a water type?
Because I don't understand exactly the science. I never claimed to know science. I just like it.
Why doesn't it have a sandstorm form? Sandstorm is weather?
I like it. I'm gonna go
Fine.
basic.
Fine. Still puts it in Dookie CASTFORM. KECLEON. I like KECLEON actually. I think it's an awesome. I like that it changes types. It's not good, but it's a cool concept to me.
I'm in between chore and basic.
I think it's almost sauce-worthy.
The balance must be maintained. KECLEON is awesome. KECLEON. I don't know That's the cry that it makes. Shuppet. I feel bad for Shuppet and Bayonet, because, like, they got forgotten. Because they gave Duskull's line another evolution, which we'll talk about later, but, like, Shuppet got nothing. And Shuppet's out here just trying to be a good, pure ghost type, because, like, no one can ever actually get Mischievous. It's still only a basic for me, but... Corey?
I think I'm going chore on this one. It's got some appeal, like, you know, little point on its head, and it almost looks like it's drenched in fat, you know, just a fabric thing around it, but chore.
I'll go basic.
Basic Shuppet. Hey, I just thought of another thing to talk about for Bayonet. This is like the first time they tried to make a ghost type a physical attacker. And in this is the last generation where Ghost is still physical. So like this is the first time they kind of tried to make a good ghost type. And I like Bayonet even better. I think Bayonet's awesome. I like Bayonet's Mega Evolution a lot too. I think its Mega Evolution looks cool. I think it's an awesome.
Yeah, I'd give Bayonet. I'd give Bayonet an awesome. I'd give that Mega Form saucy. I'd give that Mega Form potentially even zesty. That Mega Form is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's real cool.
I couldn't agree more with Corey.
Do we want to bump it up to sauce for its Mega Form? Because we're not going to review Mega Form separately.
This is true. Yeah,
And I like Bayonet. I'm not going to be mad that Bayonet's in sauce.
I'm good with that.
Let's do it. Bayonet, you've earned it. Because you were like, hey guys, what if I had what if Shadow Ball was useful on a ghost type? And then everyone was like, yeah, we're fixing it next gen though, so why is your speed bad? We hate you. Which is funny because like Bayonet's whole lore is that it's a doll that got possessed by a ghost and lures children because it got ignored like Toy Story style. And it like murders children because it's angry. Anyway, Duskull. I like the Duskull line. I like that it looks like it's got two eyes because of the angle, but it really only has like the one red thing that floats between the two. I think that's really clever. I think this is an awesome.
I do agree with that being kind of a clever thing where it's just this ball in there. But I don't want to give it more than a basic.
I think he looks so polite with his hands behind his back, and I love that. So I'm going to have to go with awesome.
That'll bring it up to an awesome for Duskull. I will say, this is another case of middle formitis. It has middle formitis before it knew it was supposed to have middle formitis because Dusclops, that's a chore for me. I don't know what it's supposed to be. It's like a Cyclops, but it's also a mummy.
Yeah, and it's like, why, if its hands aren't going to be attached to its arms, why give it arms?
Yeah, it's weird. It's a chore for me.
I give it dookie. I don't even know what's going on with that mouth. What is that?
What that mouth do?
What does it do? I can't tell.
Honestly, you don't know. I'm dropping mine down to a failure. I didn't realize how much I dislike Dusclops.
Yeah, this is also a failure for me.
I'll say it's a failure too. Dusclops, the failure Pokemon. I went from chore to Dusclops to failure, sorry. Tropius. I like Tropius. I want Tropius to get something. I want Tropius to get a Mega. I want Tropius to get like a Larian form. Why are they forgetting about Tropius? Tropius for me is an awesome. I like that it has a banana goatee. It's a grass flying type. There's so much unique, interesting stuff in this Pokemon. that Game Freak has never gone back to.
I don't know what to think about. Is it Tropius?
Tropius.
Yeah. It's a made-up monster.
I don't know where I land with it. Like, yeah, the banana goatee, it's cool. The fact that its front feet have like one toe nub and then the back feet have two on it, that like just bothers me. The fact that it doesn't evolve or evolve from anything bothers me. The fact that it can learn fly is super cool. Why can't it fly? But it can.
Because it's a flying type. It's a grass flying type.
But like it looks like this heavy dinosaur, and it doesn't look like it. Like those leaves shouldn't be wings to support that.
Look at its 6th gen sprite. It's like Soren. It's Soren, flying.
I'll let you go first, Mason. I don't know what to go with on this one.
I was considering Awesome personally.
Yes.
I enjoyed it quite a bit. And I also think it's one of the creator's favorite Pokemons.
So you both are saying Awesome?
I think so.
I'll go Awesome just so that my vote doesn't seem like it affects anything. I really don't know what to go with on that one.
Tropius. Alright, up next, Chimecho. Another contender for my most desired type, which is like Sound or Sonic. I like Chimecho. I don't love it though, so I think it's a B. It's a basic for me.
I can agree with the basic.
I'm also with basic.
I think a lot of people really, really, really like Chimecho, and I don't think they're wrong to. It's not like something like like a cast form where I'm like, how dare you? But it's not for me. Absol, this is a sauce. Absol's lore is great because it has like powers to detect natural disasters before they happen, and it tries to warn people, and people hate it because they think it causes the natural disasters because it always shows up before natural disasters, and that is its lore, and that's so sad, and that's so cool. It's a sauce.
Yeah, I'm comfortable giving it sauce too. It's got a cool, almost sleek design, despite like the bushy neck thing. Because like it's got that the hook on one side of its face going up, and the hair curl going down on the other. Its mega form is just ready for that runway.
Yeah,
I agree with sauce. I'm gonna have to say absolutely sauce.
Hey.
This is the Pokemon I actually had in mind for Zesty. I think this is my favorite Pokemon of the generation, so I would like to nominate it for Zestiness.
I can get behind that.
Taking it away from Flygon.
I think I like it more than Flygon personally.
Absol taking the Zesty throne. But I don't think we're done with the Zesty discussion, because there's some very late stuff that we've talked about maybe giving our Zesty to. And hey, why not? That's the next Pokemon. I don't know why they needed to give Satan a child, but God, it's cute. I hate it so much, but it's so cute, and I can't deny that. It learns Encore, which can pair really well with the counter Destiny Bond Mirror Coat shit. Stuff. I think why not? It's a basic, because it's really cute and I like its design. I just hate it and everything that it stands for. Corey?
I guess I don't remember what we went with for Wobbuffet. I would say I like Why Not. I know, I'd say I like it a little bit less than Wobbuffet. I don't know. Put me down for basic. That sounds about right.
I'm going to say awesome. I just really enjoy it on all levels.
Well, that will put it in basic. And hey, why not? I might, if there were an argument to bump me up, it would just be, hey, you know how much you like the why not pun? And I'd be like, oh yeah, that's pretty good. Snow Runt. Why?
I love Snow Run.
Yeah, I said it. Dookie.
So,
I don't like it. It's bad. You don't get it until late game anyway. But it's not good. It takes forever to evolve. It's just a triangle with eyes.
it's so much more than that.
Dookie.
I don't know if either of you have ever been in the situation where you see like a dog just chilling on the porch or on like a couch or something, and it looks relaxed, but it's just kind of sitting there shivering, and you're like, oh, I want to cuddle you and warm you up. That's what I get from Snow Run. I just want to give this little guy a hug and keep him warm. But I'd feel bad going more than basic, realistically, for its design, so I'm going basic.
I like Snow Run a lot.
Boo.
It's just fun. I'm gonna have to go awesome.
So we've got awesome, basic, and Dookie. That's gonna make it a basic. Snow Runt. Alright. Can we at least agree that Glalie is dumb?
No.
No.
God! Oh! Why is this a thing? Why do I just dislike so many 3rd gen Pokemon that everyone else is like, no, these are fine? Like, because it's not like a Gen 1 thing where I'm like, everything after Gen 1 was a mistake, and it's not like a contrarian thing where I'm like, oh man, like, only the new Pokemon are good, I hate Gen 1. This is the middle. Why am I so mad at the middle? But Dookie. Its Mega Form would be a basic. I like its Mega Form alright.
Yeah, I think its Mega Form is pretty cool. Like, it turns that whole white outer shell looking piece into like this formed skull shape. I give this guy an awesome. And Phil, to note like your why you hate 3rd gen, is it maybe because 2nd was your favorite, and so like this is no matter what a downhill from there?
Maybe? I don't know, because I didn't play 3rd gen when it first came out. Like, I played 4th gen and then went back to 3rd gen. So, I don't know. Maybe that's why? But, I mean, when we're going to get to 4th gen, I also don't really love 4th gen. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see! Oh, God. People are going to be so mad at me. Mason, where you at?
I love Glalie. It's awesome.
God damn it. So we've got 2 awesomes and my Dookie. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put it at basic. Glalie. I feel like so many of the basics are because I have been like, failure, and you have both been like, no, it's cool though. Now we've got Spheal, which is just a circle with eyes and teeth. And also a lot of chubby, adorable charm. Awesome, obviously.
Thank you.
I'm not a monster.
Basic for me.
Oh, it's so awesome. It's so cute. I love it. It's their time to do Seal right.
Yes. I think we talked about this in the Gen 1 video. Like, the Spheal Walrein line is what Dugong and Seal should have been.
I do agree
except
with that.
Except for Celio, which I think is one of those garbage middle Pokemon that deserves Dookie. Because it's just nothing.
No, I think this is a decent middle form for going to Walrein, because it does go from basically just a sphere to this thing that is massive. It is definitely seal shaped. It's got like all these ruffles. I think it getting kind of like this starting whisker mustache thing and kind of starting to take form is fine. I'll keep it at basic.
I think Dookie makes sense, personally.
2 Dookies and a basic will be a 13, which will balance to a chore. Celio. And we'll Celio that vote in. Now, Walrein, hey, we're back. We're back. That's a walrus. That's a Walrus. That's a Stallrain. That's a Pokemon that's so gosh darn annoying to fight. It's so gosh darn fun to have. That's an awesome.
Yeah, I agree with the awesome.
I'd even say sauce.
You know what? I'll say sauce too. Walrein. Get rounded up to the sauce. Clam Pearl. This is Clam. Dookie.
Oh no.
What do you think, Corey?
Clam Pearl is such a little cutie sitting in her clam pillow thingamajig. Awesome.
Mason?
Basic.
Put it at basic. Because I'm just dragging everything in this generation down into the gutter. Huntail. I'll let someone else go first. Corey, go first.
Doesn't get better, doesn't get worse, stays at awesome for me.
Mason?
Huntail's kind of dookie.
Thank you. Dookie. So put it at shore. I think Huntail's worse than Gorbis. Spoilers when we get to Gorbis. God, how far away are we from Gorbis? Hey, let's talk about Gorbis. Gorbis, I think, is a much sleeker design. Which I know it's supposed to be. Huntail's supposed to be like the rough and tumble, and Gorbis is supposed to be like the smooth, silky one. But Gorbis just works better for me, I think. I want to say Gorbis. Also, Gorbis is like the closest they've come to a dolphin.
Yeah.
Like, there aren't dolphin Pokemon. But Gorbis is almost a dolphin, so it's almost an awesome. I'll call it a basic. Corey?
I think I'll agree with your basic.
I can also feel basic.
Gorbis. Welcome to basic. Gorbies. Relicanth. This is a fish. This is the most fish-looking fish, except that I know it's made of rocks. But for me, that's a failure.
Yeah, I think I'll agree with the failure. And it's like the only reason I wanted one of these at all was to get the Reggies with the, having this in the Wailord. But it's also a pain in the butt to get.
Yeah, it's like super rare.
So I just... It's only there to be a trial failure.
I can also go failure on that.
Yes. Relicanth. In the failure. One of 3. Hopefully we can all agree that this next one, Love Disc, is also a failure.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go Dookie with it.
I'm all about failure.
Hey, good. It's a Valentine. Love Disc. And it's got terrible stats. For a single form Pokemon, it is... There's no excuse for it. Bagon. I like his little skull mullet. I think Bagon I can go with awesome for.
Yeah, awesome for that skullet.
Mm-hmm. I'll go awesome as well.
We're not gonna bag on Bagon. You know what I'm saying? I'll bag on Shelgon though, because again, this is kind of like Pupitar. I don't know why they would give a Metapod form to a semi-legendary. This is... I'll say failure. I was gonna say Dookie, and then I'm like, no. Why? Why did they put a Metapod form in the middle? It's so not fun. Failure.
I'm on the Dookie, but not quite the failure.
And keeping the balance with Chore.
Shelgon in Dookie. Salamence. I was gonna give Salamence a better rating. I think it was really just out of fear, though, of people being mad at me. But it's just a dragon again. Like this is like the Charizard. It's just a dragon though thing. I like its Mega Evolution because it like tucks its legs in to be more aerodynamic, but it's just basic to me.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go awesome with it. The Mega form helps me quite a bit, and then, it's a solid looking dragon.
Yeah, I think the argument that it's just a dragon doesn't work with Salamence because it does dragon, I think, right. And also the mega form, the wings become a croissant, and how can you dislike croissants? So awesome.
Salamence. Hey, at least we won't be losing subscribers. As many subscribers for putting it in awesome. Beldum, this is an arm. It's like one piece of Exodia. Like on its own, Beldum sucks. Failure.
No! Oh my god! How can you just be whipping out all of these failures?
It's just an arm. It's an incomplete piece of a whole.
First of all, at this point, you don't know it's just an arm.
If it wasn't just an arm, I would hate it even more. What is it? It's an eyeball attached to a cylinder with fangs at the bottom that can only learn takedown?
Its shape is cool, and let me ask you this.
Shape is
Geodude
cool.
is a rock with arms, and you gave Geodude a better score than Fail.
Yeah, because it was a rock with arms. It had 2 arms. When we talk about Metang, I'll give it a higher review. But currently, this is if you just cut off one of Geodude's arms, gouged out one of its eyes, and sewed up the wound from the cut off arm with the eyeball, which is some jigsaw shit. So, I am saying, failure.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Boo.
It's like a rocket
Boo.
ship. It's a rocket ship.
It's a rocket ship?
Yeah.
Where? How?
The rocket ship shape. That's exactly where.
At least at the back end.
Whatever.
Maybe not so much the front.
2 awesomes and a failure. That'll put it at a basic. I'm upset. I'm upset about Beldum making it above Dookie. It's not even a thing. Metang, basic. It's on its way to being Metagross, which I think is cool.
I stick with awesome.
I can take it down 1 to basic.
Wait, hold on. You think Beldum is better than Metang?
Yeah, I like Beldum. It's like fun little nubbin,
God.
and then Metang becomes like a weird. It's another middle stage for me. It doesn't seem as fun or as cool.
I guess maybe in my mind it's just that it is a first stage to me because I feel like Beldum should not be a thing. Beldum is the thing that God should not have created. Anyway, Metagross, awesome. I won't deny Metagross is awesome. I don't know what it's supposed to be really, but it's cool.
Yeah, this one takes the sauce, especially that mega form.
Sauce for sure.
I'm fine with that. I am fine with Metagross getting sauce. But my awesome will hold it back from getting the zesty. I'm also happy about that because I don't want to give it zesty above Absol. Reggie Rock. I don't like the Reggies. Shocker, everyone. Something from 3rd gen Phil doesn't like. I don't hate them though. I think it's a chore, and I also think getting it is literally a chore.
Yeah, I agree with the chore.
Chore for sure.
Chore for sure. Reggie Rock. Reggie Rock. Reggie Roll. Reggie Ice is here now. Let's discuss. Also a chore.
Yeah.
Yeah, Regice is a chore.
Regice. Registeel, I think, looks the best. I don't like that he's doing a Nazi salute in one of his sprites.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Why? Like, I don't think that's what they intended for it to be, obviously. I don't think he's a Nazi robot.
No.
But you
I
think
wish I
they'd
hadn't brought
notice
that up because I'm gonna say he's awesome, but it's not because of the Sig Heil.
Yeah,
Corey?
this one's at a chore for me.
And the balance is basic.
Registeel. The second pure steel type after Mawile. Okay. Quick reminder, everybody. The subscribe button will also unsubscribe if you're mad at me. I never got the appeal of Latios and Latios, sure.
No, I agree with that. I never got the appeal either. And honestly, once you get into the mega forms, I have an even harder time remembering which one is which.
I mean, the mega forms are identical.
I mean, yeah, with the exception of like different posing or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that bothers me. Like they are the same thing. Yet one of them is a Mega Latios, the other is a Mega Latios.
Mm-hmm.
So chore?
Yeah.
I'm going basic.
Mason just doesn't want people mad at him on the internet. It's not even his channel. Latios. Do we feel the same way about Latios?
Yeah.
I do.
Well, I don't know, because y'all were like, Silcoon and Cascoon are completely different animals.
I only did a difference of one ranking.
Kyogre! Kyogre?
That's
Is that
how
it's
I'd say it.
pronounced?
Yeah.
I think this is my least favorite of the box legendaries from this generation. I think it's a chore. Kyogre.
I like how in its primal form it kind of turns into like gamer gear, where it's like it's got all these different light ups coming from inside.
Its own omega form, or a primal form, not a mega form.
Didn't I say primal?
Oh, you did, I think. I think I screwed it up. I was just so ready to actually. So I think it's a chore. Corey, what did you say, sorry?
I want to give it an awesome.
Okay.
I'm also with awesome.
Kyogre. Apparently awesome's just what we're giving out today. Groudon, I like better, basic. It's a big ground dragon. I don't like that it gets drought and it's not fire type until its primal form. But it gets it in the primal form. I just feel like it should have a fire typing.
Yeah, it definitely should. But I'll go awesome with it still.
I'm gonna go basic.
Ooh. That'll balance it down to basic. Groudon. Now, Rayquaza. This is a saucy boy. This is a saucy Pokemon.
Easily sauce.
I think this might be the Zest.
What do we currently have at the Zesty? Is it Absol?
Absol. Corey, why don't you tell me if you think it deserves to be Zesty?
God, I mean, I would be happy with either one of these in Zest. It really would. Oh man.
Because this is a worm type dragon, right? What's the
Yeah, is
that what it's called?
For me, it's a better type of dragon for sure. Also, how come Rayquaza gets the Mega and not a primal form?
Well, it's weird because like it didn't even need the Mega Stone either. I don't think it just needed the move.
Oh, did it?
I think that was the case.
I never got that far in Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire. But yeah, it just gets fully busted. Like it was already busted, and then you get the Mega for it, and even more. I think it's a sauce. Yeah, Corey, do you think it deserves the Zest?
I don't. I think I'd rather give it to Absol.
I think I would also rather give it to Absol, but it was a strong contender, and I think between that, Flygon and Slaking or Slacking for my top of the sauce. I think I might say Slacking's my top of the sauce, but we'll discuss that when we do the sauce tier for all of these. Jirachi, because we ain't done yet. How we feeling about Jirachi, Corey? It's another one of the Pixies, like Mew and Celebi, that I feel bad is not fairy type because it's so clearly a fairy.
Yeah, I do really like its whole like wishing star aesthetic. And it ties nicely with, you know, Pokemon from space. We'll talk about that with the Axis, I guess. Put me down for an awesome on Jirachi. I do like Jirachi, but I don't know if I want to go sauce.
I'm also feeling awesome.
I'm feeling basic.
Well, too freaking bad, because we just said it's awesome.
Oh.
Jirachi. Yeah, I think this is kind of where, though, the Pixies are going to start blending together. Spoilers for 4th Gen. I think 4th Gen has the worst Pixies. Because it has like 6 of them. So shocker there. Wait, hold on. Wait, we've got one more, don't we? Don't we have Deoxys? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about deoxyribonucleic acid, otherwise known as Deoxys. The Pokemon from space, the DNA Pokemon, the last Pokemon of the generation. They tried to do Mewtwo again. And it's not as good. I think it depends on its like attack form, normal form, speed form. I think normal form and attack form looking pretty good. Defense and speed looking pretty bad. So I want to say, I don't know, basic.
Deoxys gets sauce for me. I think its normal attack and speed form look cool. Yeah, I agree. The defense is kind of bleh. But just the fact that it can change its form, that you can put it in what mode you want it to be in. That's cool. So yeah, sauce.
I'm going awesome. I don't really have too much of a strong opinion, but I can't lie and say that it's not cool.
Deoxys. I am perfectly fine saying that it's not cool because for me, it is not a lie. And as always, the balance must be maintained. For the Pokemon of this generation in the sauce category, we have Lotad, Slack Off, Slacking, Loudred, Spoink, Ludicolo, Whiscash, Milotic, Banette, Flygon, Walrein, Metagross, and Rayquaza. We have Spoink above everything that follows. The Pokemon Spoink is above Trico, Grovyle, Sceptile, Combuskin, Blaziken, Pelipper, Ralts, Gardevoir, Breloom, Shedinja, Whismur, Exploud, Sableye, Mawile, Aggron, Roselia, Carvanha, Sharpedo, Camerupt, Cacnea, Cacturne, Altaria, Zangoose, Seviper, KECLEON, Duskull, Tropius, Spheal, Bagon, Salamence, Kyogre, Jirachi, and Deoxys. Obviously, Spoink is better than all of those Pokemon. Below Whismur, we have Torchic, Mudkip, Zigzagoon, Seedot, Nuzleaf, Shiftry, Talo, Swellow, Wingull, Surskit, Masquerain, Vigoroth, Nincada, Makuhita, Hariyama, Skitty, Delcatty, Aeron, Medicham, Spinda, Trapinch, Vibrava, Swablu, Barboach, Crawdaunt, Claydol, Cradily, Armaldo, Shuppet, Chimecho, Wynot, Snowrunt, Glalie, Clamperl, Gorbis, Beldum, Metang, Registeel, and Groudon. In the chore category, we have Swampert, Poochyena, Mightyena, Linoon, Beautifly, Lotad, Curlia, Shroomish, Azumarill, Nosepass, Swalot, Wailmer, Wailord, Numel, Torkoal, Grumpig, Corfish, Baltoy, Lileep, Anorith, Celio, Huntail, Regirock, Regice, Latios, and Latias. In the Dookie tier, Marshtomp, Wurmple, Cascoon, Dustox, Lairon, Meditite, Electrike, Manectric, PLUSLE, Minun, Volbeat, Illumise, Gulpin, Lunatone, Solrock, Feebas, CASTFORM, and Shelgon. And for some reason, this category is very small. The failure category, we have Silcoon, Dusclops, Relicanth, Lovedisk. But the Zesty, the number one Pokemon of the generation, obviously Absol. How's everyone feeling about the list?
Well, there are some things that seem a little silly after you mentioned, all the ones that Spoink is better. I feel like if I were to go back into the starters, I may give like one or two a notch better.
Just so that we can keep more subscribers, or because you actually feel that way?
Well, I don't know. So with all of these, it's kind of hard for me to gauge because, like, yeah, you compare a third form of a starter to Spoink, and it's like, oh, well, the third form of a starter, but then again, that is a third form compared to a first form. The first form isn't supposed to be super detailed. It's not supposed to have a lot.
Well, and look, we're clearly not doing this based off of competitiveness, because Farfetch'd was our Zesty from Gen 1. So, like, it's not like what Pokemon's gonna kick the other Pokemon's ass. It's what do we think is the best design, and I will stand by. The person who designed Spoink should feel good about themselves.
Amen.
It's a good Pokemon. It's got cool lore. And by that I mean really depressing lore.
But yeah, I'm happy with our Zest nominee, and we did have one more failure than we did last generation, so...
Oh, okay. I think we should have had 6 or 7 more, but hey, that's just a theory. A game theory! I'm Phil.
I'm Corey.
I'm Mason.
Thanks for hanging out. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.